This equation has an x on both sides, so if we're going to try and solve by isolating x, we would have to figure out which x to isolate. So rather than trying to choose to isolate the x that's on the left or choose to isolate the x's on the right, let's try to get all the x's together on one side. So we can look at the right-hand side and say, hey, I don't want that negative 2x there anymore. I'm going to add 2x so that on the right-hand side I get 0x. But then if I'm going to add 2x on the right side, I'll have to add 2x on the left side as well to make sure that the two sides remain equal. Then when I combine the like terms, 8x plus 2x is 10x, and the minus 3 is still there. On the right-hand side, minus 2x plus 2x is 0x. The 9 is still there. And so now I have an equation with x on one side only, so I'll have no issues with isolating the x. Another option here instead of adding 2x, what I could decide to do is to subtract 8x. So I'm getting rid of the x's that are on the left-hand side rather than what I had done here, which was to get rid of the x's that were on the right-hand side. So putting the like terms together here, 8x take away 8x is 0. So I just have my minus 3 left over. Negative 2x take away 8x is negative 10x. And the 9 is still there. So again, I have x in one spot only. And so I'll have no problem isolating there. So going back to the first option, if I want to isolate the x, I'll have to add 3 and then divide by 10. I'm doing the opposite things that are happening to x in the equation. So in the equation, the x is being multiplied by 10, and the x is having 3 subtracted from it. I'm doing the opposite things. I'm adding 3 and dividing by 10. So first I'm going to add 3 on both sides. That's going to give me 10x equals 12. And now to get x completely by itself, I have to divide by 10. So x is 12 over 10, or that reduces down to 6 over 5. If I had chosen, instead of adding 2x to both sides, if I had chosen to subtract 8x from both sides, if I continue solving here, I'm going to have to take away 9 on both sides. And now divide by negative 10. So I'm going to get negative 12 over negative 10 equals x, and that reduces down to 6 over 5. So you can see that no matter which you choose, either adding 2x to both sides to get all the x's together on the left, or subtracting 8x on both sides to get all the x's together on the right, we still end up with the same solution, x equals 6 over 5.